Yo, what is up, guys? Just Drifter from Team Legacy on some CarX Drift Racing 2. Shit. On some CarX Drift Racing Online on the PS4. Forgive me, it's 3 o'clock in the morning where I'm at, but I figured I'd do a review on the update. I'm gonna try to make this as quick as possible. So, when you first get on, you notice, like, you'll probably notice that your cars look different, man. Like, the paint might be different, the body kits may be missing. And if you just try to hop on and jump straight into drifting, you will notice that your car will quite literally not handle the way you're used to handling. I know I will be basically sound like I'm repeating this video. I'm gonna give a shout out to this dude, man, GD Media. Go check out his YouTube. He freaking basically nailed the car setup, man. Like, hopefully this will work on every car. I tried it on the RX-7 and it drifts amazingly, man. So, like, huge shout out to this guy, man. Like, I was, trying to search YouTube, man, to see if anyone had settings, man. Like, I was tinkering around with them and was slowly, getting the car to like somewhat handle the way I wanted to, but it still felt stiff. So anyway, man, like, I'm gonna show you basically the tuning, because the developers of this game, they basically want to make this game like the best drifting game, basically as realistic as possible. So, like, a lot of things have changed, like they updated the physics, and once you get your car tuned or set up right, that's why I said huge shout out to this guy, man. Once again, GD Media, man. Like, dude, you're a fucking legend. Like, thanks so much, man, for, like, posting that video, man, on, like, the car setups, because, like, our car setup, because it definitely works. So anyway, first off, let me see here, man. Like, springs, stiffen that. I believe I covered that, man. Let me see what he tried to say. So, like, normally, man, like, most people are, like, on the last one, like, the Ackerman was low. Like, you would run that low, man. Like, my caster was a 2.5, my Ackerman angle was a 25. Now, like, you can pretty much, like, my caster's maxed. The Ackerman, you want anywhere between, like, a 45 to, like, a 50. You know what I'm saying? Like, it works. Like, I know the camber looks dumb. I'm not normally a person that runs, like, stupid high camber. For some reason, he had a positive camber on the rear, but to me, like, having your wheel, like, face inward or be angled in at the bottom instead of being, like, out, I don't know, it looks weird. But, like, yo can try that. That's how he had it set up, but I set mine up this way. But the car, it still drifts pretty decently though. So, like, for the wheels, 18-inch wheels on most car. He runs, like, a front tire with the 285 with the rear. So, like, I did that. That seems to work. About a 165 on the front tire pressure. Now, the adhesion, basically, like, I'm guessing that's the amount of grip that the tires give you. I wish there was a way to, can you zoom in? No, you can't. But anyway, 90 is basically like a, like, no grip whatsoever. I'm guessing, like, used tire that you would pick up. 100 is basically street tire. 110, kind of like a somewhat tuned car. And then 120 is like a semi-slick, like the professional drifters would be using, which is pretty much going to give you, like, the most grip and, like, the best control of your car. So this guy recommended, like, starting off at 100, maybe with, like, the lower horsepower cars, and then once you get into, like, the fine tuning and stuff like that of your vehicle, with, like, builds like I have on this RX-7, then, try to step it up to, like, the 110, 120 or something like that. The front and rear wheel track, basically, I'm guessing, like, just try to get it to the best fitment for your car as possible. And then the front tire and rear tire profile, run those at about 35 or whatever. As far as the engine on all my vehicles, I max them all out. Maybe except for, like, the rev limiter could be a little bit higher on the RX-7, so we're gonna bump that up, see how that does. Transmission, I typically leave alone. He said it's better though, like, when you're running setups like this, to actually have low gears, and the RX-7 has a pretty much low gear. So the brakes, Brake torque, I pretty much left the same. I did adjust the brake bias. He recommended at 80%, and it does work. Because basically what you do, when you hit the brakes, it basically, I guess, like preloads the car forward, making it easier for the rear end to like brake traction and stuff like this. This is stuff that I should already know, because like I have drifted in real life. I'm fully capable of drifting in real life. Nowhere near professional level though, you know, but I mean, I've been to Japan a few times, have drifted over there, absolutely loved it and enjoy it. I go to drift events. I have not drifted in any yet, but I do love to spectate and watch, you know what I'm saying, and learn different things. But as far as like setup on cars and stuff like that, like I've really never done that. You, my ex's family or whatever like handles that. But yeah, let's not get into that. But anyway, yo, like I'm gonna show you. Let's go over some of the stuff that they added. So pretty much like 20 plus cars they added into the DLC. So you'll have 2 new cars for the class 1, which will be these right here. I'm guessing like the Toyota Corolla 11. I'm guessing, not sure what that car is based off of, but it's like an older classic like muscle car. I'm not too, you know, I'm knowledgeable on muscle cars, but like not all of them. So like you got a RX-8, another little cheesy station wagon, and then like you got a Mercedes-Benz called the Emperor. So like apparently these police vehicles were from a DLC or something like that. They threw them in this game for free, but unfortunately there's like no customization on them. I don't know if that's going to come out at a later time or whatever, but like that is one of the new vehicles. Let's see what else you got. You got the Betsy, you got a semi, and I believe that's all in that class. In the next class you got an older school like Skyline or whatever, another police car, Subaru hatchback, Corvette, Evo, or Mercedes, another new BMW. You got another nice little hatchback, like 4-door car. I'm still trying to decide if that's a Peugeot or a Ford Focus. I'm not sure. Like a Focus RS. Like I'm kind of confused on that. The Cobra. I'm not sure if the Carrot 2 is new or not. Like I'm not 100% on that. I don't want to say it is. I believe it is though. 370Z Audi R8. I believe that's some kind of Mustang, like older school Mustang. I'm not sure what body style it is though. Then you have that car, which I haven't figured out what kind of muscle car that is either. Another BMW. Then you have like knockoff Ken Blocks like unicorn truck, and then like the Lexus LFA. So like a decent amount of cars added into the game and whatnot. And also, as you can see, like there are window vinyls. You can add vinyls to the windows. I'll show you how to do that in a bit. But also, like when you go to the body kits, we finally got interior customization. So like you could change like different seats, left and right. You got a steering wheel. Some of the cars, if they're right-hand drive, are glitched. So like when you go to put the steering wheel in the car, it'll be on the left side, which makes it a little, you know, bit challenging to see what kind of steering wheel that you want. But you know, you can't change the steering wheel out. You can change, you know, like the different handbrakes out, stock handbrakes, you know, hydraulic handbrakes, etc. You can change the shifters out as well. You know, I guess like, you know, just standard, that's like an extended, you know, like normal shifter, a little bit shorter. And then I'm guessing, you know, like you have hydraulic or, you know, like straight shifting or whatever you want to call it. That would, to me, would typically, I'm guessing, would be in a drift car, man. It would definitely make your shifts like a lot easier or whatever. Also, they added some specialty rims. I can actually think of a rim in real life that I would like to see added to this. I seen this on Facebook, and it was it's through a company. You can order parts from Japan, so like it's definitely a JDM wheel. It looked like a Teddy Graham though, so like like a Teddy Graham, you know, cracker or cookie or whatever you want to call it, like Bayer, and it like was actually the wheel. So like that was pretty dope. Let's see what else. Okay, yes, design. So we got some new paints as well. I don't want to change the paint on this car because like I don't know, It's kind of like a sentimental build or somewhat that I'm doing. But yeah, anyway, so like, we got, like the metallic, the matte, the chrome. Well, the chrome actually looks pretty fucking dope. Chameleon, candy, we got a gloss, a satin, I believe is a new one. I'm not sure, but anyway, like, yeah, there's new paints. I'm not repainting that though, so yeah. But as far as vinyls though, so let's see here. Let's click on the front of the car here, and then I will show you what you're able to do. So that kind of looks weird, how that's like doubled up. I'm not sure why it does that, but okay. Anyway, if you go up, you notice it's not on the glass. You basically just click the R3 button, and then it can put it on the window. Let's try to get the projection right, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. And then you can extend it and actually make it like a banner on the car. Now if you click right again, it will actually be on the whole car. So like if you want to put, a vinyl on the car and the window at the same time, then you can totally do that, you know what I'm saying. Or you can just go back to body and then back to window. Boom, that simple. So anyway, enough talking. I'm actually going to go to a track and show you that this setup does work, man. Like, I was so happy, to actually find this guy's YouTube and like, just do a build or a tune setup that works. Now me personally, like, I'm not a huge fan, like messing with transmissions, trying to tune those or whatever, but this thing freaking rips, man. Like, it's, and I'm actually like earlier, like I had made a video and was in the process of uploading it, and I'm like, you know what, this video is way too long, like the tuning on the car or whatever, it doesn't work, like I'm drifting with the automatic, like it didn't feel right. So like I was like, let me go do some digging, go do some research, see if there's like anyone that has a good tuning video, and like see if that tune works. And like, oh my god, man, this thing is like just butter now, that like the way it drifts. I kind of messed up on that corner right there. That was probably my fault, definitely not the tune's fault. But like, yo, like this is just the difference between night and day. Like, this actually feels better than the game felt before the update now. Like, I'm not gonna lie, yo, like, you can just get them inside lines like that if you want to, like, I mean, it's, you got basically the control of the car that, like, you would want to have, man. Like, it feels proper. That's all I can say, man. Like, it feels proper. And like, it's crazy too, because like I was originally going to give this update a 7.5. Okay, like out of a 10. Like on a scale from 1 to 10, I was gonna give it a 7.5 because like I could not figure the tuning out for the life of me, yo. Like, regardless of what I did, like the car, it would not slide. Like, I could not get it, to hold angles that I wanted to hold, like it was always drifting wide, or some corners, like you would be drifting through them and then like the car would, like, I don't know, like it would just slide into the wall. Like, it was weird. But like, this setup works, and like it makes the car basically feel like how drifting should feel, like it's kind of weird. So if you want a rating on a scale from like 1 to 10, I'm gonna have to say, like, I could put this at a solid 9 to a 9.5. Okay, and like the reason why I'm not going to give it that full 10 is because, like I said, when you log onto the game, all your cars will basically be reset, which I'm guessing, like, like as far as like the body kits, the paints, stuff like that, like they're going to look like just the normal car. Like, they're not going to be painted no more, they're not going to have the body kit on it no more. Like, I'm guessing like the vinyls, like you get vinyls and wheels on them, like, yes, those will stay on there, but that'll be pretty much about it. You know, I mean, you're gonna have to retune the car anyway, you know, to get it to drift properly. But like, you know, that's not really, you know, that big of a deal. And like another reason why I'm not giving it a full 10 on a scale from 1 to 10, you know, is because the tracks that they added are their lack of. Okay, basically they added one course, which in my opinion, like, I haven't really drifted it, but it doesn't look like that impressive of a course. And then they basically just added snow to like one of the tracks that were already in the game, so like that's lazy. But like as far as like is the new physics, like if you tune the car right, like then okay, yeah, it's freaking amazing. But like I said, man, like go check that dude's YouTube channel out. You know, huge shout out to him, man. Like like I said, he freaking nailed that setup. I wish I could have figured it out on my own, but you know, like I didn't, so props to him. Anyway, like yeah, man, like this update is definitely amazing. One thing I wish they would have added though was a way for the community to share their own designs. You know, like there's so many racing games out there that have, you know, that, man. Like you look at Forza, you look at Need for Speed, and stuff like that. You know, like that should be a regular thing that should already be in racing games, basically. You know, is like a way for the community to share their designs. Some features that I would like to see added in the future, a night mode would be pretty dope. You know, like get the headlights working, add some freaking neons, man, because there's a damn vinyl that says neon, like neon tours or something like that, or neon, like, yeah, something. I literally have it on this car, but yet there's like no neons in this game, man. So like being able to put like underglow, you know, and stuff like that under your car, man, like maybe even in your engine bay, you know, on the interior car, like that would be super sick, especially drifting at night, yo. Like that would add just like so much difference to the game. And if there's snow tracks on this game, why not add a weather feature, yo, like rain or something like that, man? Could you imagine drifting at night with neons while you got a light rain coming down? Like over the top, yo. Like also like your car driver, yo, like if you could pick between a male and a female, and then have like, even like, you know, if they started off with like basic customization options, like that would be pretty dope. Because like, yes, there are female drifters, and like the reason why I did the pink RX-7 is to basically, you know, like what can I say, it's pretty much an ode to like a chick that I know that has a pink RX-7 and fucking drifts in real life. So I'm not gonna get into details about that, you know, like, or whatever, you know, like y'all don't have to know my damn business. But yeah, like that would be pretty cool. Like there's a time attack mode on this, and I know this might trigger some people because this is a drifting game, but why not add front wheel drive cars? You know, I mean, like there's, you know, like people in real life, man, you know, like if you have the money and the skill, you could take a front wheel drive car, convert it to a rear wheel drive, and actually be able to drift it. There's a dude on YouTube that has a red Honda Civic. He has it rear wheel drive converted with, I believe, a 240SX motor in it, and he drifts the car. So like, you know, like that opens up a lot of opportunities to cars to be added into this game for the time attack. And let's say, you know, like, okay, like when you go to put like a tune on it, you know, like, you know, you go to your garage, you know, you go to mods and you go to tune it, it'll have the option to whether you want to tune it for like that front wheel drive build, or whether you want to convert it to like a rear wheel drive build for that tune. You know, and maybe have like the rear wheel drive conversion, you know what I'm saying, like a little bit higher than like if you would just tune it for the front wheel drive. I mean, like that would be, you know, it like makes sense. Like, so like there's SUVs and, you know, like all-wheel drive cars in this game. So like if you're gonna do that, a vehicle that comes to mind, like I know this might sound cheesy, but like what is it, the Subaru, the Forester or something like that, like the little like SUV that Subaru makes would be pretty dope. The Honda CR-V, because that does come in all-wheel drive, and it's like, you know, like, I mean, yeah, just some thoughts though. I mean, you know, like it's just rants. Like, I mean, engine swaps. I could go on for days on stuff that I would like to see, being able to paint your brake calibers, you know, your suspension parts like your springs, your struts, your shocks, you know, like cross members, blah blah blah. That would be pretty dope. Being able to like change the color of your interior and stuff like that, you know. But like, we're not gonna get into all that. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Once again, huge shout out to that dude, man. I believe it was GD Media, you know, for like the tuning setup on the car, man. Like, it definitely works. I highly recommend going and checking this dude's channel out. Hell, sub to him, you know, like whatever, man, because like I'm not the one that came up with this tuning setup. I just wanted to do my own like review of the update and what I thought of it. So if you enjoyed the video, go ahead, hit that thumbs up, subscribe. Hell, shoot me a friend request on PlayStation. Maybe we can drift together. You know, now that I can actually know a tune setup, you know, to get the cars like sliding properly or whatnot. It's Drifter from Japan. I mean, you know, as long as you're a cool person, no squeakers. Like, I mean, if you're a mature teenager, like, or whatever, you know, like, keep in mind I am 34, so like I do have adult language. You know, like, I don't filter anything. But yeah, anyway, like I said, if you like the video, hit that thumbs up, you know, comment below, man, like, you know, what you're thinking of the update, you know, like, do you play the game, do you plan on getting the game, what you would like to see in the game, etc., etc. But anyway, y'all, till next time, peace out.